Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Cash Flow Talk. Today I'm going to talk about a shit that happened in my business that is actually an awesome news because that's just the way it is. It turned out to be great, guys. I have a rental property. My tenant is leaving. She's Section 8. They were paying 100% of rent. They were paying $1,700 a month. New tenant is coming in and they're paying $2,300 a month. So that's a shit happens that turned into a great deal. Stay tuned for this episode of the shit happens in my YouTube channel. Hey guys, welcome again to the YouTube channel, Cash Flow Talk. So I'm super excited, and this is the property that I'm talking about. It's 2820 Southwest 3rd Street in Fort Lauderdale. It's actually the same one that I talked about a week ago about the insurance claim. So I'm super excited. This tenant is not renewing because she's a Section 8 tenant with Housing Authority of Fort Lauderdale. Her voucher amount was $1,713 a month. Her lease expires by the end of June, so by the time that you watch this video, she's probably gone already. But today we're in the beginning of June when I'm recording this video. So by the end of this month, the tenant is going to be moving out. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is how I negotiated with her by paying her a couple dollars so she can let new tenant, potential tenants, and realtors show the property before she moves out so I can get a new tenant in. Don't waste a month of the property being in the market, and I'll give her a little tip. So I'll explain to you what I did and what happened. So she's moving by the end of June. I have a great relationship with her. Every time she has a damage in the property, I take care of her. I tell all my tenants, I'm a really nice landlord if you take care of the property and I get payment on time. If not, then I'm an asshole, and I don't mind putting 3-day notices the day after the rent is due, and I don't mind being hard on my tenants, because that's just the way the landlords are. Me as a landlord, I'm not here to be my tenant's friend. I'm here to provide him a roof in exchange for a profit. That's just the way it works. So when she told me that her voucher got reduced from a 4-bedroom to a 3-bedroom property with Section 8, if you've seen my videos, they get paid by the amount of rooms that they're approved for. Her voucher got approved for about $1,400 a month. So if I wanted to keep her, I needed to reduce my rental income for about $300 to $400. I know the property is probably worth about $2,100 to $2,200 in rent. So I said, no, I mean, if you can't pay the amount that you're paying, you're going to have to get out. What's the negative thing here? When a tenant moves out, you have to repaint the entire place. You have to clean everything up. And when they move out, there's a lot of damages in the properties that show up. You know, there's a lot of things that you need to upgrade. So you need to spend a little more money to clean it up again, to make sure it's nice and neat. It's a big house. I like big houses because they don't have so much turnaround with tenants. When a tenant is comfortable, they tend to stay 3, 4, 5 years. This particular tenant stayed with me for 3 years. So it's 3 years that I didn't have to pay extra commissions, extra repairs, and these and that. Just renew the lease, increase the rent every year. But now it came to a point where she needs to leave. Good story, because she's leaving. I'm repainting the entire house, and I'm putting in about $5,000 into the property. Inside paint, outside paint. We're going to change some tile floors, and we're going to upgrade one of the vanities in the bathroom, and then just minor touch-ups here and there that needs to be done. AC, we need to service it, a little bit of landscaping here and there. Anyways, or we're putting about $4,000 to $5,000 into the property, which we calculate when we're buying these type of properties. These things happen, so we account for them, and we're ready for them. The good thing about this, it's a 5-bedroom property. I put it in the market. When I put it in the market, I put it out for, I was going to ask for $2,100 to $2,200, but because I was able to show the property a month before, I put it out for $2,300 to see what happens. Now here's the deal that I made with my tenant. I told him, Miriam, you are leaving by the end of the month. You and I have a great relationship. Would you allow me, with 24-hour notice, to show the property to potential tenants? I'll tell my tenants straight up, the house is dirty, they're moving, there's boxes everywhere. I don't have a problem, it's a mess. Just look at the location, look at the look at the location of the house, look at the distribution of the rooms, and if everything works, we're going to be painting inside and out. And people have imagination. If the property is next to a school that their kids want to go to, if they're next to their family members, if it's a location that they like, they tend to be okay with it. And the good thing about it is I tell them, listen, if you bring me a contract today, we're going to paint the house. We usually paint it beige with a little bit of brown, or we paint it white with a little bit of gray, with a little bit of gray. But if you want to paint the house, if you want to give me a contract today, we haven't bought the paint yet. If you want to paint it white with a trim red, I don't mind. If you like a light blue with a little bit of a white, I don't mind. If I get a lease, I don't mind painting in whatever color. So that's the advantage that they like. And also, if they want to paint specific walls inside the house of specific colors, if they're neutral colors, I don't mind doing it. And that's the benefit that I give to my potential tenants when I'm showing the property. So they visualize a newly painted house with the colors that they want, and they're not going to spend any money repainting the house. So and in exchange, I told them, Miriam, I'll pay you $20 for every realtor or person that I send to the house to see the property before you move out because of your inconvenience. I know you may be sleeping, you may be having lunch, you may be taking a break, you may be watching TV, and that's inconvenience for you. But $20 for 5 minutes, it's worth it for her, for my tenant. But it's worth it for me because I'm gonna save about 1 month if I'm able to find a tenant before she moves out. So I'm able to get her out by the 30th of June, maybe take 4 to 5 days to repair it, and the new tenant can come in by the 1st or 2nd week of July, instead of waiting for a month to be ready and show it and market it and then get them approved and then get them rented for August. So long story short, guys, I rented it in about a week. They're moving in 5 days after Miriam, my tenant, moves out. The new tenant's coming in. I already got a lease for $2,300, so I'm super excited because it's going to be an increase of about $575 or $585, something like that. Increase every single month. I'm only going to have to pay half a month of commission to the realtor that brought me the the tenant, because I am not paying myself a commission. I listed the property myself. And I'm going to be spending about $4,000 to $5,000 into the property with paint and landscaping and things here and there. So in about a year, I'll recover my full investment back with those extra $500 that I'm putting in. But I'm putting in a tenant. I'm only going to have the property vacant for about a week. That's a great plus if you're a real estate investor, if you're a landlord. The biggest expense for landlords are vacancies. Obviously major repairs, but vacancies are a big expense for realtors. For investors, for landlords, and that's a way for me to minimize my vacancy rate by allowing my tenant to show the property before they move out. Now, in exchange for those $20, here's the second commitment that I got from my tenant. I told her, listen, I'll pay you $20 for every showing. In exchange, you need to talk nice about the location. You need to talk nice about the house. You need to talk nice about the landlord, and obviously they will, because they never, I'm being honest, I never had a real problem with her. Just repairs here and there, but we took care of them and she was okay with it. So just talk good about the property, talk good, have a good experience, and share it with the potential tenants or the people that are showing the property so they feel comfortable. And also have the house clean. You know, just you have to maintain the house. I understand there's mess here and there, and they have kids and all that stuff, but pick up the toys, clean up your dishes, you know, have a nice kitchen so we can show it, and just be nice to people. Just smile and let them in. So worked out for me, worked out for my tenant. They're getting about $80 because we had 4 showings, $80 that they didn't have, and they only took like 5 minutes per showing. And it's working out for my new tenant because I got a new tenant. They've been looking for about a month, and this is a perfect house for them. So guys, my tip for today is negotiate with your tenants before they move out if you have a good relationship, because they can help you rent the property faster and minimize those vacancy rates and expenses that you have in your rental properties. Guys, subscribe to the channel below. I hope you like this episode of The Shit Happens, which wasn't such a shit happen for me. It started as a shit happen because every time a tenant leaves or decides not to renew, it's like, oh man, I got to spend money here and there. But the rent increase is going to be a big plus. Now the property is worth a lot more because of this rent increase, and I'm super excited. So beginning of July, I'm gonna have a new tenant, and it's gonna be rate. I'm gonna have first, last, and security deposit. That's gonna pay for all the expenses, and I'm super excited for that. And my cash flow is gonna go up close to $600 more every single month. Guys, again, subscribe to the channel below. If you guys have any questions, comment below. Give me some love. Give me some likes in here. And if you guys want me to talk about something else that happened in your business, please let me know. Share it with me. And again, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.